This video is brought to you by OptinMonster. Use OptinMonster to convert and monetize your website traffic and grow your email list. Click on the link in the description below to get started. The first 200 people to use the coupon code will get 25% off OptinMonster.
On the screen, the very first thing you see here is a pop-up offer. Now, let me just tell you guys something. I myself am blown away by how well things like this still work. The concept is, how do we build a contact list? And I don't want to say email list, because contact list could be people that we retarget on Google ads or Facebook ads. It could be people that we email. It can be people that we direct mail. It can be people that we call. It can be people that we text. It can be people that we're sending out cards to. All of these things. Contact list is a list of people that are interested in something that you have, and you have a way to contact them. So the first thing I want to point out here is that we still today in 2019, going into 2020, need to be making offers, okay? So that's something I want you to take away from this webinar in the first 10 minutes here, is that offers and email lists, contact lists still work. Amazingly so, amazingly so. This silly little pop-up here that just offers Las Vegas holidays, things to do in real estate, generates leads all day, every day for me, okay? And it's a pop-up. Now, a minute ago, I showed you guys an offer, and let me pop that back up here for a second. And this is, that little pop-up is being formatted with OptinMonster. So let me pop this up here again so you guys get this coupon real quick so that I don't forget. Choose an offer, OptinMonster. Can you guys see this? I just hit publish. OptinMonster is something that I added new this year. And I have been using a lot of different strategies for building my lists, local lists, buyers, sellers, real estate agents, clients, students, you know, all these different lists that I have. And I was using all kinds of different systems, but nothing has worked as well for me as OptinMonster. So I did a trial of it, and then I bought it. And OptinMonster now has given me a coupon. That says keyword, but it's supposed to say coupon. Ballen is my last name, B-A-L-L-E-N. The first 250 people that sign up for OptinMonster, they're giving you, I think it's a 25% discount. It's either 20 or 25. I forgot to pull that up this morning. They just gave me the coupon code. So all they told me is it's the first 250 people that use my link and use the coupon code Ballen, get 20 or 25% off. Don't quote me. You'll have to look, okay? All right, let me go back to chat. I'm going to remove that offer. Everybody got it? I will also put this in your playback, okay? Oh, Jeff says he's not seeing the pop-up offer. Okay, don't know. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just make sure that you guys get those links after the fact, because for some reason the offers aren't showing up here. All right, so the idea of hyperlocal is this. As real estate agents specifically, you might say, why do you care about having a hyperlocal list or ranking on the search engines for hyperlocal? Hyperlocal basically means laser targeted in a small geographic area that is very specific to the residents that live there. So let me see, everybody's asking for that offer. Let me see if I can grab you this link and put it in the chat bar there. Okay, did that come through? I put it in the chat, and then coupon is Ballen, B-A-L-L-E-N. Okay. All right, yes, there will be a replay. I'll send it out. I see your questions. Okay, so hyperlocal is laser targeted. So what I mean by this is, for example, Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas, hence the Las Vegas t-shirt. Las Vegas is local. It's not really hyper local. It's very, very local, okay? Inside Las Vegas, we have multiple zip codes. We have neighborhoods. We have communities. We have master plan communities that have multiple villages, all of these things inside. Well, each one of those is actually hyper-local. So, for example, we have Summerlin. Summerlin is where I live. It's in Las Vegas, runs northwest to southwest part of the valley. And we have 100,000 people that live there. So it's the size of many small towns, but it's not even an actual city. It's a master plan community. So Summerlin would be considered hyperlocal. Now, inside Summerlin, we have, I don't know what it is, a couple dozen villages. Each one of those villages would even be more drilled down hyperlocal. And inside those villages, we have subdivisions, little communities. And those would even be more hyperlocal. How finite you go on your marketing depends on the size of that hyperlocal community and the activity there. So what I like to say is, where is somewhere that I can choose that has enough turnover that I can do real estate there, you know, and not just one or two houses a year, but enough turnover where I can really do some business there, and where local events and local information are going to be very specific to that community. So, for example, inside Summerlin, we have a 55 plus community called Sun City. So you would think that, you know, things that are happening in all of Summerlin may be relevant to Sun City, but Sun City is going to have its own really specific community events, and they're a golf community, and they're 55 plus. There's going to be a whole lot that caters to just them. And it's large enough that I could do an entire business right there. So if I wanted to, I could say, you know what? I am going to become the hyperlocal specialist of Sun City Summerlin, and I'm going to build a whole website just about Sun City Summerlin, and I'm going to do all of my events about Sun City Summerlin and all of my neighborhoods. Do you kind of understand? That's hyperlocal. So when you see my Las Vegas blogs and all of that, that's local. And then inside those smaller communities would really be hyperlocal. But then there's ways to niche all of that, okay? So the strategy is this. Somebody asked, what kind of turnover are you looking for? It depends on if that's the only community I'm going to do. So you have to ask yourself, okay, let's just say I'm going to take a geographic farm, right? I'm going to go pick a geographic farm, and it's got 200 homes in it. If there's no presence in there, you might be able to take 10% market share, 20% market share of that community. Then you kind of look at how many homes are actually being sold. So out of 200 homes, if 20 homes sold a year and you've only got a 20% market share, you're not going to do a whole lot of business, right? So you might have to go larger than that. Or that just might be one leg of what you do. If you've got a team, you could say, okay, you're going to do this one, and you're going to do this one, you're going to do this one. But let me show you some of these strategies that'll probably help you decide, you know, how much you can do and where this might be relevant in your area. I'm in Vegas, so I don't know what your area looks like. For some of you, your towns are so small that hyperlocal is your whole town. And that's okay, right? And let me show you some of the strategies of what we do. The concept of hyperlocal is also this. Now listen carefully. When you rank on the search engines, specifically on Google, for local keywords like best pumpkin patches in Las Vegas, best haunted houses in Las Vegas, best happy hour, steakhouses that open after 4 o'clock, why are there coyotes in my Summerlin neighborhood, all of these hyperlocal topics. What happens is when somebody performs a search on Google and they're logged in at all, most of us are logged in all the time. If we're using Google Chrome, if we're using Gmail, if we're logged in, Google is storing a record of this contact. And then what happens is if that person lands on your website and they click and engage with your website in any way, Google then considers it a valuable website to that customer. In the future, if that person now searches again for anything to do with your area or real estate, you're going to start climbing up the rankings for that person. See, all search is personal now. So the more times you can get somebody to your website, the more likely you are to show up when they do a real estate search. So that's one reason we do it. Hyperlocal shows that you're the specialist. People say all the time, oh my gosh, everything I typed in, I found you. If I wanted to go to the farmer's market, I found you. If I wanted to get coupons for the summer camps, I found you. And that's a geographic farming type of strategy, but we're doing it online, right? So as you can see here, I've got a few examples. I've got a list of Las Vegas local discounts. I've got the guide to visiting the Las Vegas Arts District, and I've got downtown Summerlin Mall. So I'm constantly creating articles about things that would be of value to the residents here in my area. So I've got some things that are just Summerlin, some things that are just Henderson, some things that are all of Las Vegas. Now let me show you, yeah, like Jeff says, it's essentially like being the mayor of your town. You're the digital mayor of your town. Exactly. So let's take a look at some of this in real life, how this actually shows up. So this here is called Clicky, and this is my favorite analytics software. Don't worry about clicking over right now. When I send you the playback, I'm going to put every one of these links in there. And I do want to let you know that I am a six-figure affiliate marketer. And what that means is when somebody clicks on one of my links, they make a purchase, I generally receive some sort of commission. So it's very possible that if you end up buying any of these tools that I make a commission. I want to make sure you guys understand that. So I'll definitely send that all out to you. So Clicky is my favorite. I use Google Analytics, but I find Clicky to be an easier, at a glance, quick look. I call Clicky my pulse. If I want to get a pulse on my Vegas real estate website, or I want to get a pulse on my training website, I use Clicky for that, okay? Now let's take a look at what's happening today on my website. So up here you can see that I'm on my Las Vegas website, and I'm on today, September 25th, okay? Let's take a look. If we were to scroll down at what's happening on my website, we can actually see right now, I can even click over and spy on the visitors on my website. Kind of creepy. I can't see them, but I can see the movement on the website. So look at my very first one here. Airstream Park Tiny Living Downtown. Let me pop that open because I like to show you real deal. This is exactly how it all works, okay? So here's a blog on my website all about tiny homes, okay? And see that pop up? It says, want to see which real estate listings just hit the market? That is OptinMonster, and it'll blow you away if you have a lot of traffic on your website, how many leads you can get from an offer like this. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to close that. So yes, on my website, you're going to see that I have ads, I have affiliate income, I have real estate. I'm making money on my website in multiple ways. I like 7 streams of income. I don't want to be cornered into one spot. So you will see on my website that I'm making money on my websites in many ways besides just real estate sales. Okay, so here, this is all about tiny homes. Okay, you want to know a secret? I didn't write this article. I hired somebody to write the article. I don't write most of my real estate articles. I do write articles I'm passionate about, something I'm super involved in, and I am a writer. I write about my training system, my training program. I build courses. I'm a coach, but I have not personally sold a house since 2010. I have a real estate team, and I generate all the business, and they work with the client. So I get to spend a lot of time behind the computer. Now, it wasn't always that way. I had to kind of earn my way up to the spot I wanted to be in. But now I get to do this full time, which is fantastic. In the beginning, when I was out there taking listings and working with buyers, I would create content for 2 to 3 hours every single day. Whether I was writing it or not, I'm still optimizing it. I'm still putting in images. I'm still putting in videos. I'm still laying out the design of what I want it to look like. I'm still doing strategy, so I spent a lot of time on that kind of thing. So the question Ariel just asked is, where do you find writers to hire? Hold on one sec. Allergies, woo! Okay, where do I find writers? So first place, Ballen Brands, my brothers. Of course, I have an interest in that company. My brothers can handle your writing for you. They can handle your optimization. They can build your website. They can do your blogs. I'm on hand for strategy. So sometimes somebody will hire me and say, okay, I need Lori to figure out what articles I need to write. And I'll do a comprehensive report and I'll pull up, the next 30 articles should be this, 10, 20, 30, however, wherever you're going to go with it. And I kind of pull up that strategy because a lot of people just don't know what to create content around, but I'm going to show you a couple of tools that will help you with that too. There's also writing houses or writing brokers. There's a ton of them everywhere from Fiverr, and I'll put some of these links in your playback, Fiverr to Crowd Content, Constant Content. Gosh, there's so many. So I like crowd content, but I will tell you that I'm very skilled at hiring out for content, so I know what to look for. So what I've done is I've built this little team inside of there, and I will go on and I will say, okay, I need an article about tiny homes in Las Vegas. And you can choose how skilled of a writer you want, and you're going to pay for the per word count. So it could be 2.5 cents a word up to like 12 cents a word. Now, what you get back is just a plain text, just the words. You don't get any of this stuff, okay? I know that image is for some reason. Hey, Jeff, take a look at that while you're on my call. See how my picture is going behind the right side column? That shouldn't be happening. That should be forcing back to the middle. Not sure where that's coming from. Maybe I did something I'm not sure on that blog, but if you could look at that for me, that would be awesome. So this website was built by Ballen Brands and Jeff Helvin and Paul. And okay, so optimizing would be like internal links and adding video and adding buttons and all this kind of stuff. This is where I spend most of my time. So I might hire out the content, but then I spend a lot of time in the optimization, okay? So this page, how am I trying to make money on tiny homes? Well, one, I just want to create the relationship between the person and my website so that if they ever want to buy or sell real estate, they might contact me. Two, I have affiliate relationships with Amazon and with tiny home builders, and if somebody clicks through and buys something, I make a commission. I'm trying to get them to click through and go to my IDX and register to become a buyer. So lots of strategy there and why I would want these people on my website for Hyperlocal. Christy asked, how many articles do you create and post a day? I don't really have a strategy for that. In the old days, we had to post every day. And the more times you would post, the better. I would create 8 short articles sometimes in the old days. We could do 300 words, and the more we spat out 300-word blogs, the better we ranked. Well, today it's totally different. So I would rather do one killer piece of content that lands really well in a month than to do content every day or even every week. So it's not, I don't base it on that. Now, I've already got a website that's really solid, and I have the #1 website in Vegas for hyperlocal real estate. So meaning by most traffic and most search engine rankings. So I can get by with not doing as much. When you're first starting, you really have to fill up your website with some good meaty content, okay? Some good special, like people want to know about these tiny homes. They want to know like where the Zappos guys, because there are Tony, I always pronounce it right, Heish, I pronounce it wrong. Tony Heish, is it Heish, Jeff? Owns the Airstream Park that has all these like little Airstream tiny homes. So it's popular here. So it would make sense to write a blog around this, right? Now, let me show you. So going back, what's the second one? How to keep bugs off a screen door. That's not hyperlocal, that's house and home. So on my real estate website, I also do articles on patching up a hole in the wall, how to keep bugs off your window screen, just that kind of stuff, like best, just everyday tips, because I send those out on my email list to my sphere of influence and to my past clients, and they find those very valuable. Okay. Now, here's another one. This article here is called, "Will New Construction in My Neighborhood Reduce the Value of My Home?" That's not really hyper local as much as it is just real estate, right? Will new construction popping up in the neighborhood affect the value of my home? So I rank well for that, so I get a lot of traffic. Okay. Las Vegas mansions, map of Summerlin. Now, let me just go back, and I'm going to pull up the last 7 days and look at the number one. Okay, this is what I really want to show you today that's really cool. So this is my number one traffic earner for the week, is a brand new blog post event that I posted about the Ethel M's Chocolate Fall Festival. So let me pop this open in a new window so that you can see it. Tony Shea. Yeah, Shea. Okay. All right. So Kyle asked, how do you drive traffic to the post? Thank you for that question. One, I rank on the search engines. That is my number one strategy. I earn in, not buy in. So what that means is I build all of this content and then I rank on the search engines. And when somebody goes and does a search, they find my website. That's number one. Number two, I drive traffic by emailing out to my existing email list, okay? Which I'm going to show you that next. Three, Facebook hyperlocal groups, or wherever you're on social media where there's homeowners next door. Maybe you have a business, you want to be on LinkedIn in a group because there's a residential area that's got a lot of business owners in it. Wherever you are on social media, where homeowners also are, you can create a group. Now, I did another webinar a few weeks ago on hyperlocal Facebook groups. If I can remember, I'll put it in your playback so that you guys can watch that video too, because it goes so well with this. If you have the time, energy, desire, passion for it, hyperlocal groups can be so powerful, generating a lot of traffic to your website, okay? But you have to become obsessed with, how do I give them value? How do I give them value? How do I give them value? What do people want? So I'll send you that video out. I talk all about that, okay? Generate traffic through Pinterest. I'm huge on Pinterest now. Just started this year. When I say I'm huge, I mean huge focused on it. Still growing as far as traffic, but look at this. Look at my left-hand side. This is where all my traffic's coming from. Google is not on here. Google's number one. It just doesn't show on here for links. So Facebook is my number one link refer, and then Pinterest. So Pinterest is working. So if I go over here, I'm going to show you what my Pinterest board looks like. Let me go to real estate. I have 7 websites, 7 streams of income, and I'm working on all 7. So that's why you see all these multiple accounts hopping back and forth. Okay, so take a look at my pins. Let's look at my hyperlocal board here, which is up here. Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to get there. Now in Vegas. Can't remember. That is hilarious. I never actually look at my boards. And they just changed this layout. But if you look here, this will give you an idea of, I make pins. So I've got a blog that's ranking really well in the search engines for pumpkin patches, best pumpkin patches. Guys, holidays are amazing to build this. Amazing time to build this and get it rolling. So I get this surge of traffic when people are Googling pumpkin patches, fall festivals, haunted houses, save treat, trick or treat, trunk or treats, all those treats, best place to see Christmas lights, where to see Santa, Easter egg hunt, where to get pictures with the Easter bunny, best places to go on Mother's Day, where to take a date on Valentine's Day, where to see fireworks and parades on 4th of July. So I just have content that I just update every year. The page stays the same, and I update it every single year. And because of that, I'm an authority on those kinds of topics. So I get a ton of traffic on that. Ton of traffic on that. And then what I do is I make offers. They join my mailing list, and now I start emailing them. And that's how I start building that brand awareness. And I'll show you that in just a couple minutes, okay? So you can see this is the idea and the board. Things to do in Las Vegas. That should open the board. Okay, look at this. Look at all my hyperlocal events. So Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Did I get that right? Undead, Haunted Maze, parades, pumpkin patches, things to do, museums. Obviously, I'm in Vegas, so I've got the mecca of things to do. But that makes it also almost overwhelming because there's no way I can do all of this at one time. So let me show you this Ethel Chocolates one. Oh, and by the way, Pinterest ads are cheap. You could do one of these and boost a Pinterest ad way cheaper than you can on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or wherever else you're at. Pinterest ads are pretty cheap. So this is a great place to start building some traffic to your website while you're trying to get your search engines ranking. I also do Google, some Google AdWords, but very little paid. I'm mostly organic. Jeff and Paul at Ballen Brands, they run Facebook ads, they do Google ads. So if you need help with any paid advertisement, you can talk to them as well. All right. Let me see. I see questions come in. Do you start building the month before? Longer if I can. So I have been working on Halloween. It's not even October yet. I started really, let's see. So I don't know, are these dated? Maybe not. Let me see if that's dated. I don't think it is. I'm going to say probably August, early August, I started seeing pumpkin patch ads popping up. And as soon as I started seeing Halloween party ads and whatnot, the stores started putting out stuff. I was on it. But again, I already had some working in my favor. Guys, people started searching best pumpkin patches in Las Vegas in August. I've got the track record. I'm like, why are you looking for a pumpkin patch in August? But I don't know. People like to plan and get a feel for things. So the earlier, the better as far as building content on your website. Now, when you build a page of content, it could take a year for that content to rise up the rankings. So you might actually start this year and you'll see some stuff from your boosted, your paid Pinterest, your shares on your social channels, your Instagram posts maybe, but you may not see search engine ranking traffic until next year. So it's a constant build. I work on this all the time. And it pays off like, oh my gosh, huge, because it's no matter what I'm doing, I have traffic coming in all day long. Okay, so look at this Ethel chocolate ones. I'm going to pop this open in a new window here because I want to show you something I started this year that's really cool. Okay, the website itself was built by Ballen Brands. It's a WordPress website. Now, do you see that pop up? This is OptinMonster. And it's the coolest. They have all these different little templates, and you can set this up. So this right now, look, it has a countdown, 36 days till October. Man, I'm going to clean up until October on all this, and then I'm going to switch over to Christmas, right? And this won't be a witch anymore. It's going to be a Christmas thing. And when people sign up for this, I'm going to show you what I send them afterwards. So this piece here, this blog here, is actually ranking on the search engines with almost no content. That makes me so excited. So I don't have to pay to have this page written because all it is an intro. I make this little pin on Canva, which is so easy. So let me just show you this. Canva is free. And then there's a paid version. I do not have any kind of affiliate link for Canva. They don't have an affiliate program. Whoops, I did not log in. Canva, I cannot tell you Okay, I'm not going to be able to log in right now because it's going to get us all messed up. But I cannot tell you how. I can't tell you what features are paid and what features are free, but I can tell you most of it's free. And then if you want to, they have all these free images. And if you want to buy one of their images, they're like $1. So check out Canva. I'm not going to go into all these details on this. Maybe I'll remember. So I want to send you the Facebook video and I'll send you a Canva video so that you can look at that after the fact. But I make all these pins on Canva. I just use their templates. Super easy, okay? So why do I like to have a pin-shaped blog on my Hyperlocal? Watch this. I have a little Chrome extension for Pinterest. It's up here, and you can get it from Pinterest, a little Chrome extension. And I just click Save. I can hover over it. This monitor is a little tricky as far as getting it. Okay, I'll just go up here to this one. So I go to Pinterest, and a regular visitor can do this. Look at the difference. So these are the default featured image, and you can set up automation even that has every time I blog, I want it to pin something. You can do that with Zapier. You can do that with Pinterest. When you claim your business account, there's all kinds of ways to do that. But look what happens when I actually take the time to create a nice pin. It blows away the other ones. And this takes me seconds. Like, it is so simple. I just change out the image, and it's all done in Canva, and then I change the title, boom, I'm done. So I want those pin-sized images on my blog posts quite often. Okay, so let me just go exit out of there and go back. Okay, see how this has the date, the time? Now watch this. It's got a map. It's got all this stuff. This is being populated by a plugin. So this is one of the reasons why I'm obsessed with WordPress, is because WordPress has all of these plugins that give me the ability to add functionality and design to my website. Oftentimes they're free. This plugin was not. I do not have an affiliate link for this, but I will tell you that it is called the Events Calendar. The Events Calendar. And when I first got it, the layout was really squirrely, and I'm not a back-end WordPress developer. That's my brother's. So I was getting frustrated because this little related events here, the pictures weren't sized right. And so I just hired Ballen Brands and paid them for a couple hours to fix the layout for me. And now it's beautiful. So watch what happens. When somebody goes up to all events, they actually get access to a calendar, and they can filter by type of events. Look at all my Vegas shows now I'm starting to put in there. They can filter by image, so they can pull all the things up by photo. They can pull up only things to do with kids. They can pull up what's happening, fall festivals. They can pull up just the pumpkin patches. It's incredible, and the search engines are loving it. And it makes my job so much easier. Also, I paid extra for the Eventbrite. I'm going to share a little something that'll make you laugh and makes me blush. But I paid extra for their little Eventbrite import. So you can set it up to automatically import events in your area, and it'll create this page for you. Not the pin, but it will put an image in there. It'll create this whole thing for you and publish it. If you have this little extra thing that pulls everything in, and you could pull in by keyword, there's all kinds of things. Well, I did an automatic pull in, and I said pull in all events that are holiday related, and I have no idea why this one got pulled in. I'm just going to share with you because this is how I am. I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to blush. I was sitting at the doctor's office with my daughter. She had a thing, we were looking at her foot at the doctor. And I looked down at my phone, and I see my name roll across the screen. Lori Ballen, Vegas, invites you to the world's largest orgy. Swear, that happened. I have to say it. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. So I'm in Vegas, and everything goes in Vegas. So no, I did not intentionally want that to show up on there. So I immediately got in and deleted it, and then I turned off the auto import. So now I only import by choice because I was so embarrassed by that. So watch your automatic imports, especially if you live in Vegas. All right. Okay, so this is just the coolest. I love this, and this is making my job so much easier now. And as you can see, it works really well. So here's Best Pumpkin Patches. Let me pop that one open. So Best Pumpkin Patches is a blog post that I created, and then I just pulled in all of those pumpkin patches from all the other events. See, so I created this pumpkin patch page, and then this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and then I put them all on one page, and then that page ranks in the top 3 for pumpkin patches all the time in Las Vegas. So I get a ton of traffic on this page. Let me just share with you that these Amazon stuff don't make a lot of money. Don't get overly excited about that. They do some. And I'm one of those people that I like to have money from all different streams. This works a little bit. This works really good. This works sometimes. This works whatever. So I have them on there. Google Ads on the website is more lucrative than the Amazon, but I'm testing those things and I play with them. And on certain pages, they do really well. Like on my How to Keep Bugs Off a Screen Door, I sell a bug spray on there that sells every day. Just about every day, not every day, every other day. And, it's, I don't know, $100 here and there. So it adds up, but it's small. You make pennies. Like Amazon commissions are not good, but the average is like 4% on a $10, $20 bug spray. You can imagine it doesn't add up to a whole lot. But it's still cool. Now, the other cool thing about this is this website is sellable. So somebody could walk in and say, "Hey, Lori, I'll pay you $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $1 million, $5 million, gazillion, I don't know, just to buy a website that has traffic that is already monetized and earning money in some sort of way." So there are a lot of people that will make offers to buy a website that has this much traffic. They might have another motive for it. Maybe it's not a real estate. Maybe it's hyperlocal, maybe it's whatever. So to me, this has value all over the place. It isn't just real estate. It's real estate and it's affiliate commission and Amazon and Google AdSense and search engine value. So let me show you what this website does when it comes to money. Watch this. So I'm gonna show you this tool here. This tool is called SEMRush. I don't recommend this for the average user. It's incredibly geeky and pretty expensive. So you really want to make sure you know what you're doing here and what value you're going to get out of it before you just jump on. For those that really love to study their numbers, their traffic, their search engine rankings, this baby is priceless. I couldn't even imagine not having it. But for most people, you're not going to spend that kind of time in there. It may not be worth it to you. But let me show you what I'm looking at here. If I go click on my keywords, I have 18,713 keywords ranking in the top 100 positions on Google. So clearly that generates a lot of traffic. Right here, what you'll see here is if I were to buy that much traffic, so I were to say, Google, I'm going to pay all of this money to run ads for all of these keywords that generate traffic, I would spend almost $23,000 a month to generate the same amount of traffic that I get for free. It's free now. Obviously you're paying for hosting, you're paying for a website, you might be paying for content, but after it's created, it's free traffic when it comes in. So almost $23,000 is what I would be paying to generate the same amount of traffic that I get on my website. And this tool is cool because it shows me which page on my website and which keywords are bringing me in the most traffic. So what I do is I go down here and I go, okay, let's take a look. Las Vegas zip code, that's local. Las Vegas zip code map, local. What's my third one? Best gyms in Las Vegas, local. Best sushi, local. Right? Tournament of Kings, that's one of those events I just showed you, local. Las Vegas Art District, that's hyper-local because our downtown area is its own neighborhood. Best haunted houses, best Christmas lights, Floyd Lamb Park. These are all local and hyper-local. So the proof shows up over and over and over and over again that this hyper-local works to generate traffic to your website. And then it's up to you to figure out how do you turn that into something more than that. So here's what I do. I have software here. Whew, gotta take a breath. I just go. I have software here called Constant Contact. I am an affiliate. I will send you out a link. And Infusionsoft would also work for something like this. There's plenty of CRMs. Infusionsoft is actually my favorite CRM of all CRMs. Jeff can give you a link to Infusionsoft. The only reason I've switched over to something different is because I teach people how to use systems, and most people weren't adapting to Infusionsoft the way I do because there's a lot of geeky elements. But I will tell you, for the price and for the bells and whistles, I would be an Infusionsoft girl all day long. Oh, stomach's growling. Let me show you some of the things that I send out through Constant Contact. Okay, so here's the first one, just listed weekly. Look at my open rate, 17%. Look at the click-through rate, 56%. If you go Google later, average open rates for real estate, mine blow away the averages because I make the right offer to the right audience, and then I send them the right thing that is what they want. I don't just send the same generic email newsletter to everybody. That would never work. I have to know how they're registering. So on Optin, on my website, when you saw those little pop-ups, get the holiday list, get this, get this, get this. If you go all throughout my website, those are all over. Well, they're different offers. And when somebody registers for one of those offers, they land in a list inside my Constant Contact. If you have Infusionsoft, like with the brew that Jeff at Ballen Brands sell, same thing. It would funnel into a specific tag or however that works with Infusionsoft. I think those are all tags. So same idea. So it segments the audience automatically for me. Then I create a piece of content that I email out. You can also text, you can retarget, you can social post. There's so many ways to use these contact lists. And I send out, and then it appeals to them. So let me show you this just listed weekly. This is definitely a local strategy, hyperlocal strategy, real estate strategy, all things strategy. Let me show you this email. I just made this 2 days ago. So what this is I have my logo. I've got my IDX property listings, view all new listings. This is how an email template should look. It's clean. It's the call to action buttons are obvious. It covers all my broker requirements. So here's what I did. One of the offers you guys might have seen that pops up says, get a list of homes, just listed homes. So I went into Constant Contact and I created this little template. Now all I have to do each week is go in and replace a picture so that new homes are showing up. But this view all new listings goes to the same place every time. It actually goes to my website. This is my brew that Ballen Brands built. And it goes to this list of IDX homes, and now they can browse. It goes to the same place every time. But I created this with the little IDX widget, and I said, only show homes that have been listed in the last 2 days, and sort them by most recent listing first. And this is huge. People love this. They're engaging. They're coming back on. So man, this is the bomb. I love this. Okay. For those of you that are with Keller Williams, I'm not specifically talking about KW Command today. I'll be talking more about those websites as they roll out. I have to touch and play with them. How do they work? What do they look like? I don't believe they're going to replace our own websites. Not for people that do like what I do, blogging and all this lead gen, but I will find out how we can use them. Okay. So anyway, this is really cool. So then let me also show you the holiday template so that you can see what that looks like. And honestly, this is one of my favorites. Okay, look, 50% click-through rate. So let's go to the holiday campaign so I can show you this newsletter. Okay. Now, this can have affiliate links on it. Groupon. Did you know that Groupon, if you get approved in their affiliate program, will pay you a commission when people buy a Groupon? So a lot of these have Groupon offers connected to them, and I earn commission off of Groupon. You know, like I said, there's so much. Look here, check out local events on Groupon. So if they buy a things to do Groupon, I get like 10% of whatever the Groupon value was. Okay, those are all the types of things I'm looking at. But look at this. This is gorgeous. This probably took me an hour, 30 minutes to an hour to put together because I had to put in I had to make the pins, I had to put in all the pins, but it's a template with all these little boxes on it, and I was able just to put things in where I wanted them. So now what happens is every time somebody clicks on that little OptinMonster that with a witch on it, they get this email. Now what I do, and it's automated, I don't even have to think about it. But then once a week, I go into all of my new events and I send out an email to everybody that's sitting in the BV holiday email list with all of my new events on it. So that way they're getting something new and they're engaging. And so the combination is that event plugin, Canva pins, and then OptinMonster for capturing the lead, and then constant contact for sending out the automation. That's kind of like the marketing stack, if you will, of how that works. So if you want to use Infusionsoft for this, that works. If you've got another email thing that you can provide, you can build newsletters, fine. OptinMonster works with almost all email platforms. They can be integrated so that they talk to each other. Or you can also use Zapier. I do a lot with Zaps. Zapier is a if this then that automation creator. And Zapier, they have free and they have paid and they have professional and all these different versions. But you can say, like through Zapier, you can say if somebody registers for OptinMonster lead this form, then text me, email Kevin, and forward them this email and put them in this list. Like, there's so much automation that can be done with this stuff. Now, when you're first starting out, if you don't have the budget for all of this, at least make an offer. And then when you make the offer, you can send out whatever you need to manually. When you're first starting out, I mean, I can get 30 leads today from different funnels, and there's no way I'm going to have time to sit and I could get 50, I could get 100. I had 2,000 once over a matter of 3 days. There's no way I could do all of that, but in the beginning I did a lot of manual, and then I worked my way up to all the bells and whistles and tools. Okay, so that's kind of like the concept here. Did I cover? I'm just looking at all my tabs to see if I covered all of my little things there. So questions in our last few minutes here. Let me take a look and see if there's anybody else that had a question that wasn't answered. Again, I'm going to send this out to you, and I'm going to send you the links. Some of my links are going to get you free trials, and others won't. Also, check out Listings to Leads. If you have not done so already, this might be another option for you. Listings to Leads is a real estate marketing platform, and Listings to Leads is, I'm also an affiliate. I have an affiliate relationship, and they sponsor a lot of my events and webinars. I use this tool, the instant home valuation calculator. So I just closed a deal yesterday. Actually, two. I went and picked up the checks. And I always go in and look at where my lead came from that turned into that check. And what happens is somebody Googled, what are closing costs when selling my home in Las Vegas? And they found my real estate blog all about selling a home. And on that blog, I have a home valuation instant calculator. Well, that's being populated by Listings to Leads. Use my link for an extended free trial. And my link is listingstoleads.com/Ballen, which is my last name, Ballen. That gives you, it says Lori Ballen invites you to a 30-day free trial versus the 14-day that everybody else gets, okay? They have autoresponders. So there's a custom landing page. I can't show it all to you right now. there's a custom landing page. So one of my clients, Shirley Coomer, I think it was, did best places to see holiday lights. And she used a listings to leads landing page to send out the little PDF that she made and to capture leads. So if you're using a tool like this, take a look. Some of these have some landing pages and autoresponders that you can set up before you have something else fancier. But this is pretty fancy. I mean, it's got so much built into it. You can market your listings. You can post on Craigslist. You can make YouTube videos. It goes on and on. So do make sure that you check out listings to leads. Do you think a blog subject should have a corresponding social media account? Example, Sailing blog also has Facebook, Instagram. So if you have a blog that is about Summerlin real estate, having a Facebook page called Summerlin Real Estate that you send your posts to and you run ads from would be beneficial. What I don't suggest is having a whole bunch, because you just don't have the time and energy to focus on all of those things. So pick something and really, really, really go at it before you start adding too many areas or too many specialties. Liz says, I have a custom WordPress website I had built a few years ago. What's the cost to have Ballen Brands review it? Okay, Jeff can talk to you about that. Okay. I'm just looking to see. Anybody else? Okay, yes. If you already have a website, Dawn says, if you already have a website, is all these items something Ballen Brands can set up? Yes, Jeff can integrate your OptinMonster. He can help build your funnels. He can help create your pop-ups. He can help with PDF offers. I gotta send you, I'm making a video, I don't have it done yet. Any of you guys with Keller Williams, did you see, let me throw this out in the message for you because this is so valuable. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. I wrote an ebook yesterday called 18 Steps to KW Command. Everybody should look at this and I'll tell you why. Hold on, I'm gonna type it in the message there. Okay, now it's in the chat. Go grab it. I created that with Canva. So I'm going to teach you how to create an ebook for how to buy a house, how to sell a house, how to invest in a house using Canva. So PDF ebooks are a huge value offer. And this is something you're going to really, really find valuable in. I am not a designer. I don't do graphics like you would think. I use templates for everything. And Canva, you just do a little screenshot, drag it in. It's so easy. You write a little paragraph, and then you put in a link, and then you drag in an image. I mean, it's just so, so, so easy. So I created that yesterday. I wrote that book in 4 hours yesterday. So check that out. It's amazing. People in real estate, buyers and sellers, would love that offer. Okay, thank you. Liz says she loves the ebook. What do you do to keep time management for all of this? Okay, great question. So, true story, before I let you guys go here, when I was actively working in real estate, so I was working listings, I was working with buyers, I was building a team, I was the transaction coordinator, I did all of it. At the time I was married to my business partner. We're divorced now. But I remember saying to him one day, I said, you know what? You're going to have to put Tabitha to bed every night because I need to go to bed early, because I need to get up in the morning at 3:30 in the morning, swear, to get my lead gen done before the rest of the day happens. Because what would happen is as soon as everybody's awake, especially my ex-husband, who was my business partner, we start talking about work. The very second everybody's awake, I can't get anything done. I'm on appointments. I've got fires to put out. I'm doing transaction coordination. We got a closing to go to. We got a home inspection to go to. We got this. So I said, you know what? I usually did 3, but 2 hours no matter what, before the gym, before showers, before anything happens. To this day, I no longer have to get up at 3:30, but I still get up every day 2 hours before the rest of the world's awake, almost every day. And I get so much done.
Thank you for watching. This video was brought to you by OptinMonster. Use OptinMonster to convert and monetize your website traffic and grow your email list. Don't forget to click on the link in the description below to get started, because the first 200 people who use the coupon code will get 25% off OptinMonster.